Good morning and good evening, everybody. Make sure that I've clicked everything I need to click. All right. Huh? One more thing here. Yep. All right. Good to see everybody. Happy New Year. I expected a couple others today who said they would be here, so maybe we'll have other people joining, but let's start off just a small group. There we go. All right. There we go. Let's expand. Compress. Expand again. And once more. Keep the expansion, expand out through the arms, which are then compressing into the palms. Close the eyes if you like. Right, let's bow in. Shoulder knee. Right. Right. お願いします。Inside to the lower back. Make reach towards the ankles. Just light movement. No need for deep stretches. Don't overdo it. And reach up with your head. Turn. Other side. And this time leaning back and turn. Other side. And towards the ankles again. And legs wide. This is the yin side of your limbs, and this is the yang side of your limbs. So we're stimulating the yin and stimulating yang energy. And that's what all this pounding is about. Right towards the ankles again. Just light. Again, don't overdo it. Other side. Right down the center. Right behind, turning. Really open the chest and lower it towards the floor. Other side. Right. Center. Feet together. And butterfly stretch. Just generate some movement and warmth. And pull yourself towards your feet. Right. Open the rib cage. And a little more. Other side. And a little more. Right. Loosen the ankles. Way. Alternate. And stretch the toes. Other way. And lengthen them. Open them up. And massage. Just let your center drop right through your thumbs. Don't hunch over and sacrifice your posture. Okay. Shake it out. Other ankle. Other leg. Alternate. And stretch the toes. Other way. Lengthen them. Stretch them out. Open them up. Massage. Okay, and shake it out. Right, on your stomach. Gradually rise up. Back to the side. Other side. And alternate. And child's pose. Or variation thereof. And stretching to the side. Other side. Drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. Now roll the arm and drop your shoulder. Roll the other arm. Right, downward dog. One foot up. Reach it way out. Switch. And then bring it forward. Salamander. Drop the hips. And switch. So that the right foot is next to the right hand. Or left next to the left. Right. Feet together. Squat. Open the chest. And let's loosen the knees. Other way. And alternate. Touch toes. Bend the knees. Toes. Toes out, knees out. And squatting. Up again. This time legs wide. Bend the one knee. Other knee. Drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. Alternate. And all the way down. Other side. Again. And again. And up. This time keep the body centered. And drop a shoulder. And drop the other shoulder. Alternate. Should feel great in the mid and lower back. Right. Then drop the hips as far as you can. Nice. And then stretch the knees out that way. Should be a fantastic stretch in the adductors. It's powerful. It's a big stretch. Hey, okay, I scoop it up. Again. And again. Loosen the neck. Other way. And side to side. And shaking your head no. All right. And then take the hands this way over your head. Stretch way up. Take a step forward. Shift the weight onto that forward foot and stretch to the outside of it. Other foot. Again. Remember to stretch your hands up as you turn your body sideways. And again. Right. And then here. Fingers like this. All right. All right. And then some of these. Switch this on. Yes. Other side. And this one. Other side. And this one. Kotegaishi. Other side. And Sankyo. Other side. And this one. Other side. Switch again. And again. Shake it out. Shake it out again. This time big. And again. And let's do the rowing exercise. So, Sasha, I don't remember if we were going into these details when you were last training with us on Zoom, but even if we were, here's a review. So the back foot, the right foot, should be at about a 65-degree angle from your center line. Okay, so of course this is the center line here, from me to the camera, right? And then back foot, 65 degrees. Front foot goes 4 foot lengths in front. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's generally more than what you would go for normally. Then another important point is that we want each foot to the side, to each side of the center line. So if this is our center line, then this back foot is at a 65-degree angle, and the front foot is straight, right next to this center line. And what often happens, and you have to look and check, because I didn't realize until Zoom how much I was doing this and this. So I was often hiding my back foot behind my front foot, and it's not nearly as stable as this, okay? So always check. So then what happens though is normally our belly button intersects with our center line, right? So this makes it easier to see. So my belly button is right above this white dot here. But when I take this stance, then my center line moves. So now it's here. My belly button's over here. All right. So this puts the chest at about 45 degrees from this center line. All right. So back foot is 65, chest is 45. So we're moving this. We don't want to go this far. That's a whole different technique for that to be appropriate. All right. So then here we go. A ho, 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 a ho. Other side, 65 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4. I recommend that you actually count them out. Here we go. A ho, 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 a ho. All right, so let's start off with Ikkyo again. And so everybody get your Jo, please. I'm going to switch us on to gallery view so I can see you better. There we go. Great. All right. So we're using this as a human today. We're not using it as a Jo. So for right now, we're not doing techniques with the Jo or striking with it or blocking with it. We're using it as if it's our training partner who's coming up to attack us, all right? So let's start off with Ikkyo. And just for review, as this attack comes towards us, we reach out and deflect up. As we reach out and deflect up, the foot of the same side comes forward. Cut down with a step with the other foot. Okay, now our partner has bent over, their arm is here. We sit down and do the pin. And we keep our back straight and our shoulders down when we do the pin. So normally, depending on how our partner moves, it could be a little different, but basically, normally, we take about a 90 or yeah, about 65 or 90 degree turn at the end of this technique to pin. So in other words, I don't usually pin this way. I usually just turn a little bit this way. All right, so go when you're ready. This is your partner's arm. I'll give you a front view also if you like. And we're starting off just with omote, by the way. And you can go to the pin or not, doesn't matter. And whatever you do, whether you do the pin or whether you just bend your knees a little bit or whether you go all the way down to a squat, whatever, most important part is to keep the chest open. Don't go like, if you've got, I've got a hardwood floor here. And as I'm going all the way down to the floor, I find myself wanting to do this because it's going to hurt if I go too fast. And I get scared of it. Anyway. Not bad. Not bad, Sasha. Let me clarify something, Sasha. I'll stay closer to the camera for this one. So just pretending that this is my partner coming at me, my partner's arm specifically, and I reach out to this side of the stick, just with a blade, my hand blade, okay? And I deflect it up still with my hand open, and then I cut it down. So this is representing a blade. And as we know, blades can't grab. So we deflect it up with an open hand, we cut down with an open hand, then we can take the grip on it. There you go. Very nice. Let me finish it for you. Okay, we deflect up, cut down, take it with the hand, and then just move towards the stick a little bit. No more switching after that. Nothing else to do. Yeah, keep your elbow down and deflect it up. Yes, now cut down. Oh, good. And now sit down. There you go. Nice, Cliff. Good, Sasha. Yeah. Really nice work on the posture there, Cliff. Beautiful maintaining good posture. Good, much better. Now, Sasha, the next thing that you can focus on is allow this to come towards you. And as it's coming towards you, don't push it away before it can come in. Allow it to continue coming towards you, yet even after the contact is made with this hand. And deflect it up. Or from the front view, let it come in and go up. Back here, it comes in and it goes up. And then you've got a big down to go to, don't you? If something is up, then the bigger the contrast, the more profound it can be. It goes up, and then just that top hand cuts down. That's all you need to do. Yes. Yeah. Nice, Moritz. Yes. Okay, here's something else that we can all focus on. Again, it's nice that we've got this range of skill levels. Sasha, if you guys don't know, started with me, I want to say 3 to 6 months before the lockdown. But anyway, still a white belt, and then a couple of black belts. So one thing, though, that we can all work on, I find myself sometimes pushing out here so that my jaw, the bottom of my jaw moves that way. And we know that when we train with another human, if we push their arm out here, they just stay there. We don't move their center or their feet usually, if it's a good uke. And in fact, we open up a new path for a new strike. So instead of pushing the jaw out here, which really I haven't noticed from you black belts yet today, but just be aware of it, that let's see if the jaw is making a big circle this way, or if it's making a smaller circle way out there. So be aware of that. I think the black belts know pretty easily what I'm talking about. Is it a big circle very close to you that the back end of the jaw is making? Or is it a small circle way out there? If it's a small circle, then you're pushing your partner's arm to the side and not being very effective. If it's a big circle close to you, then there's a possibility that you're bringing uke's feet up like this and really, really having an impact on their center. So, sorry, that was one more thing I wanted to say about that. Almost forgot. I was drilling this and drilling this and drilling this on Monday night with a group. And then I realized that the guy who was doing this, after I was pushing him, no, not like that, John. I realized he had a really low ceiling. So he couldn't do that. So if you've got a really low ceiling, then just look at me and go like, you do have a low ceiling, Sasha? Okay. Okay, so yeah, don't smash any lamps or put dents in your ceiling. But if you've got the space, this should go straight down. Deflect straight up, cut straight down. Okay? Not straight up and over here. So see what you can do, but don't damage your apartment. Very nice, Moritz. Yeah. Yeah, if you've got lamps or things hanging from the ceiling or low ceiling itself, don't worry about it.
Sensei,
Yeah, so you're aware.
outside.
Yeah. Say that again?
Maybe I'll go outside.
Maybe you'll go outside? It's up to you. It's up to you. I've been on Zoom long enough that I can realize like, okay, this person can't do it because I'm, and we switch to other things all the time. So it's up to you. I don't know how complicated that would be, whether it's a 2-second change or 1 hour, up to you. Anyway, so yeah, everybody here. Deflect up, cut straight down. Deflect up, cut straight down. Deflect up, cut straight down. All right, wow. Sasha's gonna be able to really move big pretty soon. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, then let's practice ura also. So we deflect up, we step in, and I'd like to encourage you to just do Zengo Giri turn. Do you remember Zengo Giri? This cut, this is Zengo Giri. So I know that in USAF and Hombu Dojo, for ura, they do tenkan. Or if I do it closer here, you won't lose the forward. In Hombu Dojo, USAF, all of this, they do tenkan. But Aikikai, oftentimes, we just do Zengo Giri. Because then there's their armpit, and you don't have to pull them. You're right there. You can chase them. Or the other side. here, here. Okay. In other words, more classical style is for this foot to end up back here. And we'll do that later, but you can try this style as well. And then we sit down to pin. More. Whoa, Sasha, that was a great, quick change. Threw me off. I messed up my technique just now. Yeah. So Sasha, we've taken this into Ura now. We were doing Omote before. Now we're doing Ura. And one thing we want to keep in mind, for all of us actually, is same thing. You know, when we do Ura, a lot of times people take this arm, they push it over here, and move back here. But you can really uproot the person, give them that disappearing feeling, which in itself is destabilizing. If you think about entering really low, there goes my front foot again. I was doing ballet. Enter really low, so that their arm continues on a straight path right over your head, and it matches your center line, by the way. So you just put yourself underneath that arm. And I'll show it from the side as well. So instead of staying here at this height, if I bend my knees a bunch and I deflect up, like we've been doing, I can get that arm to go right over me. Of course, the taller people, it's more of a challenge, but boy, oh boy, if you tall people can get it too, then when this hand pushes up for the turn, and you could stand up. I'm not articulating that very well. I get excited and want to move a lot, and then my talking slows me down. Let me explain it better. If I can deflect up, and I can come in really low, then as I turn, this hand here that's at the elbow or the tricep, it can push up and I can stand up, come down. This really destabilizes your partner. So if you taller people, I'm guessing that actually I've never met you in person, Cliff, but you seem like a tall person. I don't know. But anyway, it's harder for the tall people to get low. But if you can get low, then just like Koshinage, when you stand back up, then it's quite a contrast. Those tall guys who do master Koshinage, they get down here, they get the guy on the lower back, and bam, when they go up, there's a lot of up to go to. So anyway, yeah, keep moving if you like. We stay low here, turn Zengo Giri, and then we just chase our partner. You deflect up, turn, Zengo Giri, chase the partner. Deflect up, Zengo Giri, chase the partner. Yes, Sasha, yes. Whoa, nice. It's nice to see you outside too. Beautiful LA. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. And be careful of pushing down after this turn. You shouldn't need to push down. They're going to come, what goes up must come down anyway. So they're going to come back down. Come in here, here. If you really push up here on your turn, they're going to fly upward and they'll come back down easily. Yeah, yeah. This is going up, turn. So don't think of this as a Joe strike at the end of this, pushing down. More, think about sending them up through your Zengo Giri turn. Yeah. Let the arm straight over your head. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nice, Moritz. Then, Moritz, you can also experiment letting, yeah. Oh, you were just about to do what I was going to ask you. The last couple ones that I watched, the Joe was going next to your head. It was still, still had some nice depth. You were going low. That was great. And I was just going to suggest that you let it continue over the center of your head, that you actually turn underneath this Joe rather than next to and underneath, like literally underneath. And then it looked like you were about to do that anyway. Yes, nice clip. There it is, Moritz. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, very nice, Moritz. And then Cliff, see if you can make this Joe stay on the center line. Rather than, okay, so here's my center line, right? And now this is just a reflection of the center line. Don't let it turn this way as you come through. Just let it pass over you. If this were going this way, okay? Like it's tracing a straight line up over the ceiling. And one of the first words I learned in Japanese was jama, which means disturb or disturbance. And it was usually in the context of tega jama, which meant my arms were disturbing things. So this is a good example of how we don't want our arms to disturb our attacker's movement. We want to let it ride right up over us. Beautiful, beautiful, Cliff. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Uh-huh. Beautiful, Moritz. Uh-huh. Yeah, Sasha, great. Uh-huh. And after that turn, Sasha, just let it fall. Less and less and less pushing down. There's no need to push down. Okay, let's move on to Nikkyo. So we deflect up with a step with the same side foot as the upward hand. We cut down, let it roll around the back of our thumb. Right here. I'll show one closer. We deflect up, we cut down, and then we let it roll around the back of our thumb. Here. And just a technical zoom point, it's really natural to hold the jo in about the middle of it. It's easier, you know, it balances. But we're not doing jo technique, as I said. So this is just, we're just using this as our training partner. It's because we can't train together physically. So if you're trying to do Nikkyo and still holding it down here, then when you try to roll this around, it's really difficult, actually. So I recommend that when you're using this as a dummy person, you hold it up a little bit more. Cut it down, then it rolls right around easily. This is more the length of a forearm, okay? So it makes more sense. Okay, deflect up, we cut down, rolls around the back of the thumb, and here. I'll give you the side angle. And then especially for beginners, but not only, a lot of times, Sasha, even like Shodan, Nidan, they have trouble with this. So what happens is that when we cut down, people like to bend their wrist the wrong way. So it's still a blade, just like before. And we keep this angle of our wrist. We don't break it that way. Keep that angle of our wrist, and that allows the jo to roll around the back of the thumb. I'll show it with the other hand. Cut down. Don't change the wrist to that. The wrist stays like this. And that's how the jo is able to roll around the back of the thumb. Yeah, yeah. Now I couldn't see the bottom hand, Sasha, so I couldn't coach you. It went out of the camera screen. I saw the other hand, but not the rolling thumb hand. Okay, first of all, Sasha, drop the elbow. Don't come at your jo like this. Come at it like this. And then put this angle to your wrist, not just straight, certainly not like that, but like this. Yeah. This way. Yes, good. Cut down. Cut your jo. Yes. Yes, keep it this angle. Good, continue. Almost, almost, almost. Okay, one more time, watch it. It cuts down, 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 and then the jo rolls around the back of your thumb. Other side. It cuts down, down, down. Jo rolls around the back of your thumb. Down, down, down. Yes, 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 yes. Then the other side of your chest. Your other side. Yes. Good. And again, it's because we're holding this instead of working with a person. We don't want to end up like this. We want this hand to be all the way here at the end. Yeah. That one looked a little funny. I'm not sure if that was right or not. Anyway, one more time here. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Almost. Almost. Mm-hmm. It's got to go around the back of the thumb. I think so, yes, 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 yes. And then after it rolls around the thumb, it comes to the opposite side chest. Here, not here, but here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, 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 ish. It's getting there, getting there. Sasha, if memory serves, I think you're only 6Q. So most people, the talented people, get this pretty smooth by about 2nd Q. So that's a couple years in. So this is really good work you're doing, Sasha. Yes. And you want to cut it. Not here, but here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then let me get back with black belts while Sasha works on that. And just a reminder, if you weren't already reminding yourself, first of all, we want to see, is this jo making a big circle right next to us or a small circle way out there? We want it to be a big circle next to us. We also want to make sure that this jo is on the center line. And we want to make sure that our body is in hum-me body, not eating-me. This happens a lot of times, but this is not a situation It's good for irimi stance. This situation is good for hammi. You need hammi. Sometimes what happens too is shomen stance, but you have to be very careful if you're lined up directly with your partner's center. You can really cause pain. You can really injure them. So this is strong, but not dangerous. This starts to get dangerous. You can actually try it the next time you're with somebody. Try just turning your body and keeping this pin, and you'll see them like, whoa. So be careful. Be careful. Okay, so we deflect up, we cut down, and is my front foot straight? Am I on the center line? And is the jaw on the center line? And am I in harmony? Very nice, Moritz. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, Sasha, it's getting good. Not looking like a 6Q anymore. Nice. Uh-huh. And chest open. People like to collapse the chest when they apply this squeezing. But his chest should be open. Let me tilt my screen a little more. That's better. Similar to when we cut down, how I've been saying for months now that when the hands go down, we want to make a concerted effort to stretch the neck and head up. Similarly, when we compress with like a pin like this, the chest likes to collapse. So when the hands are wringing out the partner, we need to make a concerted effort to expand this, and of course this too. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Very nice. Uh-huh. Goes to the opposite side. Such. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And let's try Ura. Let's keep some of the elements that we were working on with Ura. In other words, let's let our partner's arm pass straight over our head. None of this, but just a straight line. Let's let that continue. But we will do more classical footwork this time. So just like when we did all those months of ABC, B, we stepped, I guess C also, we stepped forward and did tenkan. Okay, so we're doing that again. Yeah, this foot. Here, forward, and tenkan. Just like you've probably been doing Ura for Ikkyo and Nikkyo. Forward, tenkan. Okay, so we just practice with Ikkyo, we practice not doing the tenkan, just doing Zengo Giri. But if we want to do Nikkyo and we want to end up in the right footwork, then we need to do tenkan, because that has us finish this way. Otherwise, we would finish this way. Let me show you from this angle so that it makes more sense. Here, step, and tenkan, grat. Okay? If I hadn't taken that tenkan, I would be here. And I'll show you on with the other side as well. Okay? So that gives me the opportunity to land with proper footwork, to arrive at the ending with proper footwork. So when you're ready, Nikkyo Ura. Mm-hmm. You keep the chest open through the whole movement. Keep the eyes at eye level. Careful not to look down. Nice, Sasha. Okay, then two things, Sasha. You're still sometimes deflecting up and cutting down, for that matter, with your arm kind of horizontal. We want the arm to be as close to vertical as possible. A very narrow X against this Jill, okay? And then the other thing is the footwork is a little bit different from what we just did with Ikkyo. Now with Nikkyo Ura, we're deflecting up, we're stepping forward. This is great. You've got this, no problem. And then as you turn, take this back foot and a backward step called Tenkan. You probably know that word. I'll show you the other side. Step forward and deflect up. I let it pass over my head with this step forward here. And then I take a backward step. Okay, so you're just missing that final step, that's all. Deflect up, step forward, and then step back. So it's 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. One of them happens to be a backward step, part of Tenkan. Yeah. Yes. Beautiful, Sasha. Yeah. Wow, Modi, it's beautiful posture. Very nice. Okay, then a really more advanced thing. Modi's posture is beautiful. Sometimes I see that, let me show you sideways. Yeah. Sometimes I see that you're sinking back onto your back foot. And I'm trying to think, sometimes we do that if we're drawing the partner in, but for the most part, it should be the more weight, slightly more weight on the front foot. So the danger in sinking back is that we can end up sort of collapsing and easy to get pushed over, but really it should be a little bit forward. And I'll give you a side view. 8. Or the other side from the side view. Okay. What was I going to say? It went away. I just caught myself. I just caught another problem that I have. I'm getting too much involved in some other things, so I forgot to really complete my cut. So a reminder to myself, but a reminder to everybody, it's very easy for us to only cut here and then start whatever we're doing. Make sure that we complete each movement. Even as we become more fluid, we want to complete each component of a series of movements. Don't cut any of them short. It's looking really good. Wow, Moritz. There it is, yeah. Very nice, Cliff. Yeah. Good, Cliff. Yes. Moritz, that was a nice full cut. All the way down. Make sure this cuts all the way down. Yeah, nice clip. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, another important point. So just one more reason for complete full cut. As we come through this ikkyo, if our partner, if we only take this cut this far and try to bring it here, our partner's ukemi is, let's see, come in here, they come under me, and then I come here. If uke is still standing like this, it's going to be difficult to do this nikkyo, to do an effective nikkyo. You want to complete this cut so uke is all the way down here, starts to come up, but then they run into this. Okay, and so, and this is classic. We're taught in our white belt days that to do nikkyo, we have to first get the person down to here. I think that's classic. I think that all styles teach that this person's got to come down here. Especially Sankyo, then you see these movements and everything. So they've got to come down here. And then we bring this up to here. Okay, so that's one more reason to really complete this cut. You don't have to push this down, but really complete this cut and let this arm extend. Okay, and then it comes up to here. Keep that in mind. Practice a little more. Boy, this Wednesday class goes so fast. I just looked at the time. It's incredible. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Okay, guys, we're already nearly at 11 o'clock here, Pacific time. So let's sit down, let's shift gears. Feel the jo against your arms, just let it roll. And envision human contact. And especially for the newer people, we want to keep the hands like blades. So not palms up, but the hand blades. Yes, Sasha, nice. Hand blades reaching forward and cutting up a surface, slicing up and through and out, forward. And I'll give you a side view. So we want to reach out this way. Coordinate your breath. Then set the jo to the side. And I keep the same movement. Inhale. Exhale. Right. Inhale. And let's go further up now. Expand your chest each time, consciously. All the way up this time. Draw everything in. Hey, let's bow out. Shomani. Hey. Hey. Arigatou gozaimashita. All right. Feel free to unmute if you like. Announcements. The MOVE seminar is coming up February 6th, Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific, same time as this time, the time of this class. And right now there's, the web page is functioning. It leads to another payment page. So, but it should get even more slick soon. Got to call into support. And the following Saturday, as I've said, will be a kids camp, all through Zoom. And I'm going to send out a survey asking people. I want to create more content this year, and some of it will be free, some of it will be paid. I'm learning how to create online courses. But anyway, I want to make a lot of free stuff as well to just help the greater Aikido community. So I really want to know what people are interested in. I don't want to put a bunch of effort into something that that everybody goes like, why did she do this? So I'll send out a survey, but things that I imagine people might be interested in. And I got one reply on a Facebook poll. One person, an instructor in England, said he would be interested if I made a course or sheet or PDF or something about with tips for how to teach on Zoom. Maybe there could be a cheat sheet for how to train on Zoom, or maybe something else. Things like, how to build the dojo's membership back for, for Dojo Chos. But I know that 3 of you, I think, are not Dojo Cho. But right off the top of your head, does anything come to mind? Again, I'll be sending out an email or something anyway, but nothing off the top of your head. Okay. So you guys just obviously like the online training, so that's good. That helps too. Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? Yeah, Cliff.
I like that concept, and I didn't know it had a Japanese word for what was it? Not disturbing the uke, not disturbing the arm.
Yeah.
It's got a Japanese name, I guess.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. Tega jama. It usually was told to me when my arms were disturbing things. So you're doing too much with your arms, and tega jama. The arms are disturbing. So that is a really nice one, isn't it?
Yes, I like that.
And sorry, I just realized, I don't know if you guys know Sasha. Why don't we do a quick introduction? Cliff, you want to start? Say who you are and where you are?
Cliff Bernstein, San Francisco Bay Area. Been doing and really enjoying these classes with Lia Suzuki Sensei since the beginning of the shutdown, pretty much. So it's been very nice. I really appreciate it.
Nice. Moritz, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Moritz Kraft from Germany, in Karlsruhe, and I met Lia Suzuki in Bonn. And yes, I like the online classes, and I have one question to the positioning in the showman. And we learned showman with weapon is totally frontal. So not the back foot turned.
Right.
No, right in the front.
Yes.
But without weapon in Aikido. If we do this also, total there is a short reach. I can reach zanshin.
Oh, interesting.
That's my question. So should we do this in Aikido also?
This is a really...
This positioning, there is a limit.
Yeah.
I can do this.
That's really interesting.
This cut is not far. I can't reach that far away.
You're right. You're right. What a difference that makes. Wow. That's small but profound. Give me time to formulate a good answer. That could be a whole lesson maybe, but or certainly 10, 15 minutes worth of work. Taking ukemi for Takeda Shihan over the years and years living in Japan, well, and still now when I see him, but he really didn't like it. He still gets angry. There's one or two people in our organization, when they attack for Shomanuchi, they come in already too much sideways. And then there's really nothing left for him to do for Ikkyo, because Uke's already deciding that they're going to go like, he hates that. And also it leaves him with no option. He only has one option, only Ikkyo, like the person's already going like that. But that's a little different from your question. But anyway, since we don't know what he's going to do, whether he's going to move in such a way that we take a fall this way, or whether he's going to do irimi, so that we go this way around, or if he's going to take us into Ikkyo, we don't know what he's going to do. So we have, and if we're going this way into a big roll, then this is not so conducive to that. So for me personally, when I come to Takeda Shihan and I'm running across the dojo like, oh my God, what are we doing? Where am I going? What's he going to do? I come to him absolutely straight. Yeah, I do. And so that's the reasoning, not whether I can reach out farther or not, but just so that I can either go this way or that way, whichever he ends up doing. So I try to keep my hips under the shoulders as best I can. I try to keep the knees bent so that I can adjust to whichever thing he does. Yeah. So I guess you're talking about for empty hand, you're talking about ukemi, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to think about that more between now and next Wednesday, and maybe I'll incorporate some of that into next Wednesday's class. Yeah, good question. Big difference. Cool. Okay. Other questions, comments? Okay. All right, everybody. Really always great to see everybody. And Sasha, welcome back. Really great to have you on these calls too. And Sasha is one of those, what's the word? Anyway, it's very unusual and wonderful to have somebody in their 20s doing Aikido. She came to my dojo before lockdown and she was like, there's so many young people in here. So, So I'm sorry, and Sasha, I didn't give you a chance to introduce yourself, did I? Go ahead and introduce yourself if you would like.
Sure. I'm Sasha. I'm in Los Angeles, so I joined like a little before the pandemic started. Yeah, and I've kind of been, I feel like my commitment to Aikido in general has been pretty sporadic, but I'm interested in getting back into it, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah.
You are back into it.
I am back
Here
into
you
it
are.
already being here. I really think it's
Yeah.
for getting like energy flowing in my body. It's so easy to get tight and constricted being inside all the time. So.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. All right. So yeah, me too, Sasha. I feel the same way. I go from there to here, that computer to this computer, but this computer, I get to move my body. So anyway, again, thank you so much. I just remembered it's Wednesday. I have to go move my car. But wonderful to see everybody. And please I hope your new year has started off great. So I'll see you next Wednesday or before. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
I